Whoa, whoa. Everybody was kung fu fighting. I become fast as lightning. Although the future is a little bit frightening. It's the book of your life that you're writing.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Freestyle Anime Podcast. I'm your host, Rico, with your other host, Ty, and your other host, CJ, and your other host, Maal, on the screen. So if you see us kind of looking this way some of the time, you see him Maal, but we're going to try to keep that eye contact with you.
But he's really like over here somewhere.
Yo, no, for real. And post it. But man, we're here, man. It's finally to get to it, guys. The hands debate. You know what I'm saying?
The best hands in anime?
Uppercut City, of course, baby.
Nah. It's Dreamland Delivery Service because we gon' pop, pop.
See, anytime
Send
you got a
Dreamland,
long name
bro.
like that, you know you're losing.
It's those new animes you be watching with all the super long names.
Yeah, bro.
That's great. Bro, they just illiterate for real. That's crazy, bro. Dreamland Delivery Service. That's 3 words.
You're a J. Cole fan.
Hey, hold on, partner. J. Cole dropping.
Oh, is
The fall off. Yes, it's
Really?
here. I just saw the first single. No, it's fire. This man rapped from reverse. Like he rapped from himself dying to coming back, like through his career to when he was a baby. Bro, that shit was fire as fuck, bro. With the video.
Did it get leaked or something?
No, he dropped it. He dropped
dropped it?
everything.
Today?
He's dropping February 6th. Yeah, he dropping February 6th.
Oh, okay.
And he dropped a single already.
To
Oh,
fill you
okay,
in on
okay,
the lore,
okay.
CJ had a falling out with J. Cole after
I
the
did.
whole Kendrick thing.
I
That's
did.
what
I
he's
did.
talking about.
I did.
Listen.
I did.
This is what I'm saying, right? When some stuff like that happen in your career, your blemish, the best way to do it is drop some bars. Drop some bars, drop some more music.
He could have did that while their beef was going on.
He just couldn't diss his man, bro. CJ, I can't diss you, bro. You're my brother. They gas me up, but I can't diss you, brother.
Bro, first of all, for everybody who don't know, once again, we from South Florida. How many times we roast each other on a daily basis?
All the time.
Yeah.
But
Okay, then.
guess what?
Okay, then.
Look, it wasn't gonna be. Look, if it was a regular,
pass, they ashy.
if it was a regular,
talking about?
listen to me, bro. If it was a regular diss, like just a little regular,
Right.
back and forth, he would have did it. But this was more than a roast, bro. This was going personal. Like for what it went, do you think Drake and Kendrick could be friends right now?
Nah.
Okay, he didn't want to do that.
Please, Kendrick.
Nah, they can't be friends after that.
Yeah, you can't, bro. You
Bro,
can't.
those memes were legendary afterwards, bro. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were, bro. Shoot, hold on.
That
Timestamp
man said,
3 minutes in.
hey, I got to tell you something. Drake drop. How'd you know? I expected it. I'm dropping that. I be cracked up.
But go ahead, Ty. Explain us the
anyways.
rules of this hands debate.
We're getting into the meat and potatoes right now because you already know the format. We're making sure we fine tune it because we're trying to get better and better every single time we do these. So when you come for the debates, you know where to go. Freestyle Anime Podcast right here. So way it's going to be structured. We all got our roster. Check out the draft video if you didn't see it, all right? And a few tweaks here and there just to clean everything up. But by and large today, we got the brackets all set. So first is going to be CJ versus Maal. We're going to get to the characters in a second. Then it's going to be me and Rico. You're going to be putting the hands to work.
Yep.
So each of us are going to have a 2-minute introduction for our character, give you the baseline, some of their basic feats, what they do. Then after both sides get to go, they're each going to get 5 minutes max to go over all the details for their character and why they specifically would beat this other character they're going up against. After which, both sides also get another 2 minutes to do any rebuttals they want to for what the opponent said. All right? And we're going to do a little rock, paper, scissors, see who goes first. So you get lucky, you might get a little bit of an advantage. You get to choose whether you want to go first or last, depending on how you think the matchup's going to go. So let's get right into it.
Let's get into it.
All right.
The 2 matches of the bracket is slated. So we got Ty versus Rico, and then we got Maal versus CJ, but we're doing Maal versus CJ. I said it back. It's Maal versus CJ first.
It's
and
my
then it's
team
Ty.
versus Maal's team.
What's your team, man?
Maal, what's your team name?
I haven't even thought about it. I still haven't
Bro,
thought
come
about
on.
it.
I told y'all, no, bro. No. I'm not doing this, bro. Please come
You're right. You're right. I'm gonna look at the squad right now. My squad. I'm looking at my squad right now. What's your team name, CJ?
That's a good question. Hey, bro, I'm gonna just team squad name, put them in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do out here. Nice and simple.
Underminers?
No, put him in the dirt. We don't undermine. Well, actually, some of my fighters do. They might.
There you go. The
Might.
underminers.
No, I like put him in the dirt.
The underminer.
Put him in the dirt.
Put him in the dirt. Put him in the dirt. I guess.
Yeah. It's long. It's long. It's long.
What's Graveyard Diggers?
Dreamland Delivery Service. I'm gonna ship y'all to Dreamland.
That just reminds me of Kiki. Kiki Delivery Service. You ever watched
And
that?
it's anime related. Look at that, the triple entendre, bro.
You think he a rapper so bad?
I want to do something like
Freestyle
on
podcast,
site.
somebody gotta be a
I
rapper.
want to think of something like on site because all these characters is on site. Like, no matter what.
Guy can't even remember who he be fighting. For real.
No, he do. He just be messing with people.
just be
Because when
messing
he fought Kisame, he was just like, "Oh yeah, I remember your name. It's Kisame." After he killed him, after Kisame blew himself up in the bubble, he's like, "I will forever remember your name, Kisame."
Yeah, but that's after.
Yeah, but that just let me know he knew his name the whole time, bro.
I felt
The
like
mind games, bro.
yeah, it's the mind game.
Guy really don't remember people who are important. That's why he don't remember Lee's mom.
All right. So
Damn.
you got the hands of the club on site over there by Maal versus
Put him in the dirt.
put them in the dirt
where we work.
dojo. Put them in the dirt dojo on site. Let's go. Unsite fighters. So
That's
who's
what's
going
up.
first? Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock,
You go
paper,
first.
scissors. Let's go.
All right,
You can
Maul,
have
ready?
You can,
Huh?
you can have it. Go ahead, start off.
Who said I wanted to go first?
That's the point. You do rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins gets to choose whether they go
Okay,
first or
alright.
second.
No, for real.
Let's go.
First and foremost,
Out.
who you got coming stepping up to the plate? Who's in the red corner?
Oh, my guy.
Okay, so in the red corner we got Mike Guy. We got the
With the power of youth.
what's his
Exactly.
name? What's his epithet in Leaf Village?
The Blue Beast.
The Blue Beast himself, Mike Guy. And once again, we're taking away all his chakra, all his abilities, all his gates. This is all strictly hands,
It's just
feet,
hands.
feet, fingernails, elbows, toes,
We scrapping.
nose.
Yep.
And
Oh, yeah, for sure.
he's going to be going against my man from King and Ashura, Ohma. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, real
Ohma
quick, something
Ashura.
to clarify on that, just so we are clear. Again, no powers whatsoever. So no weapons, but anything else goes. But they can throw down however they want to, but no powers whatsoever. We're gonna be very strict with that.
Now, I know since Maul said I could go first, I guess I'll go first.
Go ahead,
I'll
sir.
introduce my main man,
Go ahead.
Oma from King and Ashura. Okay, first and foremost, King and Ashura is a very solely based hand-to-hand fighting anime. Everything is 99% of the time, everything is hand-to-hand fighting, and they actually use real-world martial art techniques in the show. They exaggerate a little bit, but not too much. But here we go. Oma, main character of the show, he knows how to throw down. Him and his Nico style, right? He is the sole student of the Nico style because his sensei was killed. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen the show, go watch the show. It's really good. But my man, Oma, throws down. He went boxing an underground tournament with real stakes on the line. I'm talking people was getting murked. People had to pay millions of dollars. They lost fights. They was putting heavy money on these fights. And let me tell you, Oma was not going down. This man went through fight after fight after fight against some of the most skilled martial artists in Japan. Oh, actually, from all over the world. They wasn't even just from Japan. They was from all over the world. He had people. He had to learn people's fighting styles on the fly. And another thing, he didn't just throw hands and feet like my guy usually have to go against. You know, hands, feet, kunai, whatever. He also had to go against people who were masters in submission, boxing, wrestling, all types of fighting styles, and he adapted to them all. He would not hit the dirt. Honestly, this man knew how to throw hands and feet because he used any of that. Also, I don't know if we're going to give him his heart thing because it's not. Is that not an ability? It's not an ability. It's just I don't know. Whatever. We're not going to give him the heart thing.
All right, and that is time for you, my friend.
Yep. Go ahead, Maul.
I'm all your intro.
Intro to here, my guy. I'm telling y'all right now, the guy, dynamic entry, kick to the face. Every time that man see you, unstoppable. People don't even see it coming. Like, y'all saw what happened to Jiraiya. That man didn't even see that dynamic entry kick coming, even though it was friendly fire. But we talking about my guy himself, bro. Yo, listen, the power of youth to the point. Listen. I'm going to just talk about how this man's stamina is unreached. And we just going to start there. For him to ability to open the gates, continuously doing that war, show you the stamina that he has, that, hey, when it comes to willpower and fighting, that he will able to outlast. And there's, what's his name again, your character? Don't worry about it. We don't even got to know his name because, you know, my guy don't remember people.
We already
My guy don't remember people. My guy don't remember people that's not strong enough. So, therefore, you know what? So, and we just started off there of just the intro of just willpower, stamina, dynamic entry, kick to the face, bro. Yo, that's my guy, bro. Come on now.
All right, that's it. Okay. So now, CJ, you are free to make your 5-minute argument dissecting all the categories and why you feel that your character would be Maal's
On your
character.
timing, tell us when you ready to go.
All right, so here, this is where we're going to go. First and foremost, I believe Ohma is way more adaptive than my guy. My guy, honestly, he couldn't even beat Kakashi. I'm just saying, he never beat Kakashi, actually. So, you know, we coming off a losing streak right there. Ohma literally was going through fight after fight after fight with little to no rest because my opponent here wants to talk about stamina. In the Kengan Ashura fights, if I'm not mistaken, they barely had time to rest before their next fight. Am I right? All right, it was one fight, one brutal fight after another. And every time that this man got beat down, he got right back up. They could not put my man's down. It really went from one fight, broken ribs, all that, going to the medical bay for a little bit, getting right back into it because he had a point to prove. He had someone that he was going after, seeking revenge. He is just way more determined than Mike Guy, I feel like. Mike Guy comes in and, you know, he does his little power youth bit and he tries to, you know, play all coy and whatnot. I mean, what really did he do without the gates? Who has he beat without gates? Who has he beat without gates? Who? Oh, let's be honest. Let me hear some names of who Mike Guy actually beat without gates. That man relies on gates way too much. He don't got the time. Like he goes against Kakashi, no gates, he loses. I'm just saying. My dog Ohma had to deal with submission specialists. The man literally was specialized in submissions to the point where he could grab you before you could react. Like, people thought he was almost teleporting. His name was Cosmo. That man literally went from downward grapple to up on his neck within an instant. Like, that was his whole thing. Ohma literally saw it one time, got out of it, and then when he tried to do it the second time, he was actually faster than Cosmo and actually was able to outmaneuver Cosmo pretty quickly. He also went against, like I said, pro wrestlers, so, you know, grapplers, people who was trying to take him to the deep end, in the words of great words of Rico here. People over here trying to take him to the deep end. And through it all, he just adapted mid-fight. I mean, he didn't have that much exposure to other people's fighting styles before this tournament. So he went in there pretty much blind. His one opportunity to prove himself and adapted to majority of everybody he was fighting against. People who specialize in techniques that were lost to time, no one ever heard about. You know what I'm saying? He went against some people that just straight up monsters. He literally beat somebody who was literally genetically bred to be a monster. Like, he had the demon form. It was cousin. I forgot his name. He was able to go basically Super Saiyan because he was bred from a family of assassins, basically the Zoldyck family. We had the Zoldyck family in the show getting whooped on, and he was the strongest one of them, and he still lost because my dog is too nice. He's just too with it. He's very skillful. When it really comes down to his fighting style, he's really good at taking people's momentum, using it against them, using their weight against them, throwing them around. He could throw a hard punch. He fought people stronger than him, way stronger than him. He outlasts people who supposedly were tougher than him. Obviously ain't not because they in the dirt. Like I said, the team name, put him in the dirt. He throws kicks, punches, grapples. He doesn't have any absence in his fighting skills. He does it all. Anything that you could use, any kind of technique you could use to hurt another living being, he knows how to do it, and he does. And that's just that's who Ohma is. He is the Ashura, just like Zoro, but cooler. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
You know he had to defend his dog. Anyway,
first of all,
I really feel like when it comes to this fight, I wasn't done, sir. Wait your turn. When it really,
his 5 minutes not up. Goddamn.
50 seconds. I got 50 seconds. So
bro.
when it really comes down to this, I feel like he's way more adaptive than Mike Guy. I feel like he has way more experience going against fighters that techniques he doesn't know than Mike Guy. Mike Guy really just be playing around most of the time. He relies way too much on the gates, where Ohma just out here throwing hands and, you know, doing his big one. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, bro, Ohma got more wins. And what did Michael Jordan says? How many rings you got? That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Maul. You can go ahead. You can use. Wait, how much time I got left?
11.
11 seconds. Yeah, Maul. You can have my 11 seconds with you. You need it.
You got jokes.
Go ahead, Ma.
All right, so cool. All right, so you want to bring up the story. First of all, we're going to start with the stamina, right? Because you brought up the stamina about the tournament. I didn't watch King of Ashura, so I'm not going to talk about this tournament. But let's take about the tournament to the concept of a war. During the war, of how many times he was able to spam the inner gates. That tell you the stamina. First, he's using it against Obito. When that man was just using it, that man was in, I don't know, I think that was the time gate. He's got the gate 6. And he's fighting with the nunchucks at that time with him. I'm not talking about the power. I'm just talking about his stamina. For him to able to do that, okay? Then also he did I think he opened gate 7 and he did the tiger thing to let B and also to escape from at that time Obito attack. Then also to go again to use it against Madara as well too. Which also, here's something that I don't know King or Ashura, I mean not King or Ashura, I'm gonna just say the show, but what's the name again? Ohma? The thing that Ohma, I don't know if Ohma has this where, hey, the villain of the show who's the most powerful, declare him as the strongest and the master of taijutsu. That letting you know no one can cast surpass hands that is better than him. And also, you want to talk about adaptability. We're talking about base Naruto. Itachi and Kisame pull up, put Kakashi, put Asuma, and Asuma chick in the dirt. Mike Guy pull up and say, I know how to handle this situation. How you? Huh?
Thank you for the shout out.
Thank you for the shout out.
Sir, don't interrupt.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna give you this time back.
Yeah.
And also Mike Guy pull up and say, hey, you know what? I know how to handle this and how you fight people with the Sharingan gun and stuff like that. And what to do? Itachi and Kisame, Itachi said, hey, we don't want these problems. We don't want no smoke. Cleared it. And here's another thing that people don't talk about. That you want to talk about nothing about adaptability. Mike Guy trained himself to go against people who can do fireball jutsu, water style jutsu, all can produce the element. Even himself he can somewhat produce the element, choose not to rely on those elements. And he even said that I choose not to put my chakra into those type of thing and strictly focus in my taijutsu. Then another thing too, he created his own form of taijutsu. Where hey, it's not like the gentle fist. This man is straight hitting you, and his job is to straighten your bones and literally put trauma to your bones. And nothing that people don't talk about too is about another technique, execution. His Leaf Whirlwind, it is so fast that hey, the Sharingan is not able to even read the movement of that as well too. And the Sharingan is meant to track people movement.
I'm gonna need to check that one.
You wanna know how to possible fact check? Cause base Naruto, Sasuke pull up on Leaf, and what happened? What happened? Sasuke, I couldn't even see that nigga. What happened? Pull up on site, and who trained him? My guy, I believe. So,
no.
So therefore,
that's why you write it down. Write it down.
And so therefore, that show you that hey, you know what? Yo, when it comes to adaptability that you mentioned that, yo, he got that. When it comes to IQ, he also know how to handle situation each time pull up. Yo, how to handle it that people are scared to even fight this man. And also to be the strongest person, to be the strongest taijutsu user as in hand-to-hand combat, that, hey, he is declared as the greatest in his whole entire verse, bro. Like, nah, bro. No one touching that. No matter what you use. And I think I hit all your points. Yeah, I think we're good all
That's
your
it.
points.
2 minutes. Okay, you got
CJ,
2 minutes left.
You got the
all right.
rebuttal, CJ.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes left to rebuttal. I can just use this timer.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
Make sure I hit all my points.
All right. All right, you ready? Set. Go. First thing I'm gonna come out and say, a lot of things that you said, Maul, I don't think was relevant in this conversation because we've taken away the gates. Madara declared Might Guy the greatest taijutsu user of all time after he used the 8 gates and almost killed him, not before. You say that Might Guy adapted to using, looking at people's feet, the Sharingan users' feet to beat them, but he still never beat the Kakashi who only had the one Sharingan. You're trying to use Lee's feet against Sasuke, a Sasuke with a immature Sharingan. I don't even think he had the 2 Tome at that time because I believe he got the 2 Tome in the Forest of Death when Rock Lee used Leaf Hurricane against Sasuke. Sasuke didn't even have his Sharingan activated, I think. I'm not 100% on that. Y'all can check that. If he did, it still was a immature, not fully evolved Tome Sharingan because Sasuke did not unlock his full Sharingan powers until he fought Naruto much, much later in the story. So I feel like that's kind of a moot point. A full-grown Sharingan user probably would have saw that coming because Lee is not trained on fighting Sharingan users. Also, you said that that Might Guy being able chose to put all his chakra into learning taijutsu. Nah, he just wasn't really good at ninjutsu, so that was the only thing he really had to go that he could do besides ninjutsu and genjutsu, just like Lee. He had more talent than Lee did, but that's why he sympathized with Lee so much. But yeah, he was just there because his dad also couldn't do ninjutsu and taijutsu, ninjutsu and genjutsu, so he had to kind of prove a point. But Ohma, on the other hand, he was a prodigy. He was trained since a
And
child.
that is time. 2 minutes, my friend.
Right.
Also, just real quick for the fact check he asked for, Sasuke did have his Sharingan activated when Lee kicked him in the face.
1 Tome? How many dots?
Listen.
It's too blurry to tell.
Whether it's 1 Tome, 2, 3 Tome, 4 Tome, 6 Tome, doesn't matter. All right? That's what I'm going to sit there and say.
Doesn't matter what?
The reason why I say it doesn't matter because, hey, even though it's hard to use Might Guy as feats when, hey, you saying you basically using the inner gates. A lot of times the feet is pointing at the end. I will give you that. But in the beginning, though, when he first started his appointments, though, stuff like that, he only do that as a finishing move, but it's never to honestly use to, outside of Madara, we can sit there and say, yeah, you know what? Oh, I need it. Because when he went against Kisame, he didn't need to open the gates. He only used the nunchucks. He only used to open the gates because in fact that he needed to destroy all the sharks and they were all escaping. It was more so, hey, what is the fastest technique way to execute this? That actually, I needed to actually finish him, which is a difference. And so I want to be clear on that because he was already powerful enough to do that. And also, you didn't bring up any, and so therefore, I want to put that. And when it comes, like when I say it's hard to, because of the fact of how his opponent, everything he's going through. And also, here's another thing to show you that how strong Might Guy is too. Hey, Might Guy is so strong enough that, hey, he is honestly, he went against Madara, he went against Obito, Itachi, Jiraiya. I'm not gonna say he went against Jiraiya, but he did kick Jiraiya in the face. All right, but he had winners. These are people that you can sit there and say are top tier in the verse, and he are right there compete with this man. Came out with no chocolate, going hand to hands. And even though you might not want to use Rock Lee as in a good embasement, but one thing we can sit there and say, Rock Lee had no chakra, dropped them weights, look how fast he was moving. And once again, who trained him? Might Guy. Might Guy is speed blitz. People don't talk about how fast his speed blitz is because he not, probably doing those techniques where he just disappearing look like a fast step. But his speed blitz is unprecedented. That fact he are matching people that's within the verse as well too.
Real quick, just to clarify something, we are equalizing stats though. So speed, strength, like those physical stats are being equalized for the sake of the argument. Just so it's clear, because I don't think that's what Maul meant, but just to clarify.
Yeah,
but you can finish. I still got some time left. You got 15 seconds left.
So yeah, pretty much just ended off with just that, bro. That hey, Might Guy has showed that, hey, you know what?
5 seconds?
Mike,
Can I get
yeah.
that 5 seconds? Can I have
Go
that
ahead.
So annoying, bro.
Yeah.
No, how you gonna?
Go ahead.
No,
Go
that's
ahead.
your time. No.
It's your time.
That's time. It's done.
That's time.
Okay.
All right, it's time to judge,
Because
man.
now they're gonna drag us in the comments talking about so. All right.
Go ahead, finish. Say your last thing. Say your last thing.
No. We won't take it. My judging's already
Yeah,
done,
go
so we
ahead,
won't
go
take
ahead.
it into account.
We won't take it into account. What were you want to say just to
All
clarify?
right, don't take this into account. I'm just saying for the sake of argument, because I don't know. That's what I like to do on this podcast. Mike Guy, because he said Mike Guy uses the gates the finish. Mike Guy used the nunchucks against Kisame when he was going against a 30% clone, 30% chakra clone. It was only 30% of Kisame's chakra the first time in Shippuden. He didn't use the gates against Kisame the first time he met, and then he went 7 gates to beat Kisame without Simon Hada, the sword, in the Great Shinobi War, and all 3 times Kisame was able to get away. There was no finishing move. I'm just saying. That's all I wanted to say.
No. Let's be clear. No.
that's
Let's back up.
Every time Kisame
That's
got
not
away.
going down.
The clone
No.
disappeared. Kisame was fine. He was off somewhere else controlling the clone.
That-
That man said, "Don't move."
He got
What did
away.
Kisame
He got
do?
away.
Move.
No, he got away the 3rd time. That was it. The first time that nigga ran away. The first time that he ran away. All right. Itachi said we don't want D-Smoke.
Itachi's ordered
He
this.
it doesn't matter. He ran away. All right. And when it was going to 30%, they go back to what I was saying. Yo, he did finish him off. He pulled out the nunchuck, and after that, it was done wrap. Then also, yo, bro, that wasn't. No, he was done with that. It was just quick, simple little nunchucks with no power, no nothing, and yo, he whooped that ass, and that was it. All right, and that was it. And also, Kisame didn't want no smoke. All right, it wasn't like it wasn't like
all the smoke.
yo. Yeah, you can
never
see.
back down from a fight. You bugging. Now you
Yo.
just talking bad about Bedard. Hold on.
He started acting scared at the end. He started acting scared at the
We're gonna
end.
have a talk about this off air because you
Kisame.
you know you
Kiss
not
at the end.
Let's get into
Yeah,
the
but talking about my
Okay.
nigga Kisame
We get
like
it,
that.
we
Talking
get
about something he was ducking smoke. That nigga never ducked
Man.
smoke in his life. What the fuck?
All right, let's judge. Let's judge.
Man, talking about some Kisame duck smoke.
I know. Kisame don't duck smoke, but yeah, he did actually.
He
He
did.
At the end,
He
bro.
got some from Naruto and the 8-tail. What's his name?
Yeah,
Killer
duck
Bean?
smoke. He literally said, "My mission is to get this
And he
information.
ran.
My mission is to get this information." And then he sacrificed himself because he knew he couldn't beat all 4 of them
Yeah,
at the
he
same
ran.
time.
That's
That's
definitely
not
Yeah. Oh no. Another thing
ducking
too.
smoke.
He
How's that
ducked
ducking
smoke. He ducked smoke when
Yeah, go
when
through. That's
the
dumb.
Hokage pull up.
in a water
Nah.
prison jutsu and
And
it
he
dipped.
listened to
Yeah, what?
Kakashi. He
Yeah.
listened to Itachi and duck smoke from.
Wait. Yeah. He ducked smoke.
So why you listening to him if you all about
Yeah.
smoke?
Exactly.
Itachi said
I
duck
don't
smoke.
care.
That's
No.
bullshit.
Kisame's just like, hold me
He
back,
just
hold me
smoked.
back, hold me back.
And he did duck smoke. In his backstory, when he was with his whole teammates and he was killing them one by one, because he was just
ducking
like,
smoke.
I can't allow you guys to
Yes.
survive. And then when it was just him, when they were all going, he's like, man, this team is weak. Retreat. He's the first one to say retreat. So yeah,
Yes,
he did.
because one, the team doesn't fight. They was getting jumped, and the
They
whole
do
point
fight. They
of
just ass.
his mission was protect the information at all costs. Do
Yeah,
not
anyways,
let them
we're
get
getting too
cons-
sidetracked. We're getting too
Don't
sidetracked.
don't let
Alright.
them get captured.
All right. So
Yeah,
Rico, go ahead.
a couple of things for me is
You want to go over the categories first?
yeah, so fighting style.
So let me break them down real quick for you guys here. So these are the categories that we're judging on. Each has a point value that we're awarding to whoever we think has the superior in that category there. So starting off is just the fighting style, the technique itself. What is your martial art? What do you study? How successful is it? How do you argue it? Second one is that individual's technique, right?
Yeah.
How do they utilize this martial art style? Like, what do they do with it that makes it kind of their own spin, right? Next now are going to be the feats themselves. What examples do you show us that we can use to illustrate how they are successful in doing this? Do you have more examples? Do you have less? Are they substantiated? Those kinds of things.
Yeah.
After that, we have battle IQ. How are you at adapting to opponents? How are you utilizing your skills in order to secure the dub? Following that now is stamina and durability. Can you hold out? Do you have a time limit? Or are you only active for a little bit of time? That's what we're talking about there. And then finally is just the debate quality itself. How well did you argue those points? Did you make a compelling case? Because we can know what character is superior, but if you don't say it, hey, we can't use it. So that's what that category kind of represents there as well.
Yeah. Let's go with yours first because I did points. Did you do points or you just did?
No, so I was kind of just doing it. Hey, if you win the category, you get that field, you get all the points. I don't know if you want to do it that way or not.
I was just doing the points.
Yo,
'cause
just
then
do however
you're
you
never
do it.
gonna go. It's up to you, but go ahead. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I'll say my points I guess
All right.
after.
Let me go through
Fight
each of them.
style.
So starting off with the fighting style itself, I'll say I felt like Maul went out of his way to kind of explain the taijutsu a little bit more
Yeah,
clearly
way
than
than CJ did.
than how CJ did with Ohma. He mentioned it at the beginning that
Yeah.
he's the only practitioner of this particular fighting style, but I don't think he really went into it to explain what it does
Yeah,
or what
he
it
didn't.
entails specifically. And also, the only other person that didn't died. I don't think that's a good look.
Yeah.
So it's like you only got the one person using it right now.
Okay.
In the show, it might be impressive, but it's like the way you was represented, I don't think maybe did that
Yeah.
part the most justice.
I
So I think
felt
I
the
got
same way.
to give that to
To Maul.
taijutsu there.
Yeah, I graded it 8 and 9, and I was being very, very fair for you.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, Maul explained
We
the
going-
style way better than
You got it.
than
You
he
got
did.
it.
than you
Okay.
did.
The next one, though, I do think I will give to Ohma with particular technique. I
Uh-huh.
think the way that CJ described how he goes against his opponents was more fleshed out, how he adapts to the abilities by using his own to counter and grappling, especially in those kinds of things. So I think Ohma has the superior explanation in that department with his precision and combos, his feints, how he utilizes his skills and stuff. Because CJ did bring up a good point with a lot of Mike Guy's feats being covered by the gates, that kind of does water them down a little bit.
Yeah,
So I do
but
think that gives him
yeah.
the edge.
But I did like how Maul said, "I'm not." He before CJ pointed that out, he said it like, "I'm not talking about the gates. I'm more talking about how he used his durability."
Well, that
So
goes
I
to
think-
another category.
Yeah,
though.
it goes to another category.
Yeah.
I did like how he did mention it.
Yeah, that's true.
So it wasn't like he was trying to use the gate. He was
Mhm.
trying to like dance around with his stamina with using the gates and the
Yeah.
technique of my guy knowing.
Because I'm thinking just
That's all I was
technical
thinking.
skill alone,
Mhm.
based on what we've seen from Mike, a lot of the stuff he does, I don't think he could do without the gates, based on
Yeah.
how the explanation was.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
I'd have to give that one to Ohma.
CJ. Yeah, we're giving it
Next one now with canon examples and fighting evidence. That's where it's a little bit harder for
That
me.
was close.
'Cause, Yeah,
That was
I feel
close.
like they
That
both
was
gave
close.
really
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
like solid examples
Yeah.
for like when they did their abilities.
Yes.
I do feel like CJ was a little bit more specific though.
He was
is
more
my only thing.
specific, but Maul brought up more
Yeah.
canon moments.
He did.
Yeah.
And
But CJ's were specific.
I mean, that's true. That's a fair point as well. I'm talking about like material wise though. I do think that they all gave good examples with like decent breakdowns of what happened in those fights.
Yeah.
I think I got to give that to Ohma, at least personally.
I
gotta
gave
give
that
it
one to Maul.
You give it to Mike? All right,
Yeah.
all right. Next one now for fighting IQ and adaptability. I definitely think that Maul made a better point with the fact that my guy has to go up against way crazier stuff than Ohma has to go up against. You got to deal with fire and jutsus and weapons and all these other things where Ohma's kind of just going up against people with fighting styles. I'm just like,
Yeah, but I feel like CJ gave us a little bit better examples of when Ohma was put into different situations. Which, in the way like you explained it for the technique, I feel like that went into fighting IQ more. Maul explained the different opponents, but I feel like in fighting IQ, when you get cornered by a different fighter style, how do you come out of that? So that's why I think I
Well,
gave
no,
it more to
because-
Ohma.
I kind of disagree because technique for me is just what's your repertoire, what's
No,
your
no,
bag,
no. I'm
you
saying
know?
the fight IQ.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying the technique for me is more so what's in your bag, right?
Uh-huh.
What are you able to do? Battle IQ now is how you use what's in your bag. And I
Yes.
think that in this
That's what I'm
example,
saying. So when you're in a certain situation, to me, I look at battle IQ as when something doesn't go your way and your normal move don't go your way. How do you respond when the enemy forces you into a corner?
exactly.
So
And I'm
that's
saying,
it.
yeah. So I'm saying, I'm not saying CJ did a bad job, mind you. I'm just saying, I feel like with Mike Guy, based on the stuff he's going up against,
Yeah.
it makes more sense to give him the battle IQ because he's going up against things that would
I
put
see
him in
what
a
you're
corner
saying.
way more.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, but based on the debaters, I felt like CJ brought up a little bit better points. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, okay, fair.
It's fair to say, yeah, Mike Guy does have to deal with, like, his chakra's not on their level, and he still figures out a way. Not his chakra, his ability. Everybody got the eyes. They got, they can put you in
'Cause
different techniques.
Let me put it this like just even the ability to look at your feet and be able to tell exactly what your opponent is doing just based off that alone. That's battle IQ.
That
He's
is true.
adapting to his
That is
opponent.
true.
I think that's a crazy feat.
that I see what you're
So
saying.
I'm saying like I think let me put it this way. CJ I think had more points, but I
Yeah.
think the quality of Maul's points in terms of how they represent for the character
Uh-huh.
were a little bit stronger, at least in
Okay.
this
Okay.
category.
All right. Damn. Okay. That's a fair point.
All right, next one now for stamina and durability here. This one I felt like molding. Well, actually no. Now I'm thinking about it. Bringing up the gates and saying that was a stamina feat earlier,
yeah.
because the gates are self-attested to very strenuous on the body to the point where the 8 kills you outright.
Yeah.
So it's like my guy has to go through that pain and struggle to continue fighting.
Yeah.
So you can kind of count that as like enduring past
Yes,
pain and hardship
but in
too.
the context of a hands tournament, they're gonna be in a fighting tournament. He's not gonna have to do that.
and then Ohma being in different tournaments and going back to back, like he might get like a little 10-15 minute break and then he's going to another brutal fight. He
That
might
is
have
true.
a broken rib
That
and
is
then
true.
he's going to another brutal fight. Whereas Mike Guy, even when Maal brought up during the war, him and Kakashi got to rest and go to the medic after when they were
Yeah.
cleaning a little
That's
bit.
a good point.
So
That's
to
a good
me, that's
point.
where I'm going with Ohma on this one.
All right, I think
especially
I agree
if it's a
with you.
tournament.
I think I agree with you. Yeah.
Quality debate.
Lastly, I'm not gonna lie. I think Maul really stepped up in this debate. I'm being so honest right now.
I give him that.
Because
I wasn't used to Maul.
did.
But then
He
again,
did.
this is Naruto.
He did.
That is true.
He
That
knows
is true.
Naruto.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
because normally CJ
Yeah.
is one of the
I
top
felt like-
debaters I go, but Maul did a really good job.
I felt like Maulstick he was his debate felt more attacking with the judges scoring. Yours
That is
felt
true.
like you were bringing good stuff that was attacking, but it was like you were very vague and explaining a lot of your
Yeah,
things.
I felt like you were kind of veering off and you'd like redirect, and then veer
Yeah.
off and redirect.
Yeah.
But I do think that's kind of the benefit of Maul going second.
I'll give
Yeah.
you that.
So,
I'll give you that.
but
I'll
he
give you that.
definitely was attacking the points. I
I'll
felt like
give
a
you
little
that.
bit
He
more
was the- he was the-
intentionally.
What points were he
no,
attacking?
wait. He's talking about just the judging score points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I felt like when you did push back on Maul's points, Maul didn't really push back anything against Ohma.
He didn't because he said he didn't watch Ohma.
That's
He was
true,
trying to
but
push
based on what the points you were giving, he didn't attack anything on them.
Well, I definitely think he countered the rebuttals that he made against Mike Guy.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
did.
So
yeah.
I think that was what he chose to attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
what he chose to kind of go after to kind of defend.
He pushed back,
Yeah.
but yeah. So who
Let
you
me
going
tally it. Let me
with?
tally
Yeah,
it
that's how I'm
real
doing
quick.
too. Low key.
Oh,
go
man.
open up, y'all boys. Go open up. Maul, way to step up. I ain't gonna lie.
That came
You
up
stepped
with
up really good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was a
So wait, the
good.
debate part's over though.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes.
I just want to say. Yeah, you that was a little false information on your side. I was like,
Which one?
God didn't do that.
Guy didn't do what? On which part?
But when you was using Lee's abilities, I was like,
Hey, Lee did. I said, who trained him? That's all I said. I said, who trained him?
So first one I don't give to Guy.
All right, we're gonna take a break right
Yeah.
here. All right, we are back. We are back. Listen, there's one thing I would like to say. Right, we're in this a lot for who. Sometimes it's who made the better debate, not always what fighter that logically might make sense that would have won the fight. And I think in the past we've done that a lot. So to be fair to who we are and how we judge our fights, because there's fights in our last tournaments where we feel like, man, that fighter should have moved on, bro. Y'all boys, y'all know that fighter should have moved on.
Tommy
But
Samurai.
God,
somebody
here we
made
go.
the better.
Tommy
why
Right,
did you
every
start
time, bro.
him? Why did you
Every
start
single
him?
time.
Why
I'm
did
still
you
pissed
start
about
him?
that.
Why did you start him?
So this is y'all know how we do this. But based on my scorecard,
Let's go, man. On site.
it
Club on
was
site.
55-65. I'm gonna have to give it to Mike Guy, bro.
Let's go.
My God.
I told you, man. Club on site, bro.
Go ahead.
I'll
Ty.
give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I'll explain after.
Please explain, because
Yeah.
I gotta hear this.
I think your math a little bit off. 65 to 55.
That don't even make sense. I have 100.
You're right.
I was thinking, I was just
It
like, you
is
sure you
off.
did that right?
But I see what I did. My bad, y'all pussy.
Wait, I'm confused. Is it out of 100?
Yes, it's out of 100. Mine's 55 to 45.
No, but it wouldn't be half. It's what I'm still kind of grading them.
Oh,
off
so
of.
you're still doing it based on the. Okay, I
Yeah,
got you. I got you, I
yeah.
got
So
you.
each side would
I'm
be
confused.
different.
I mean, the
It's how
numbers are
much
still
they
wrong.
would
but-
personally score off 100.
Oh, okay.
So you're
Gotcha,
getting grade
gotcha,
off
gotcha.
100. I'm gonna get grade off 100.
I see what he's
Whoever
saying. I see
scores the
what he's saying.
most,
Dude,
that's
you're
why
gonna
it's
have to
like
explain this scoring. to
He
me.
was doing a little bit differently, but
Yeah.
it still gets to the same
Yeah,
conclusion
yeah.
ultimately.
When they go, I'm definitely need
Yeah.
to
We
see
will.
this, how to score
It's
because
not
I'm
a-
confused.
It's not a split. It's not who's splitting 100.
So it's each character gets 100 points, and how much of that 100
So it's
points
like a
they get?
grade based
Oh,
on.
okay.
He was doing it differently than I was doing it.
I was
okay.
like,
Go,
But
Ty
same
did a
conclusion.
split. Go ahead.
But for me, again, I did it 55 to 45 in Mike Guy's favor. Also, I'm not gonna lie. Like this, the specific
go,
feats that
man.
we talked about, the specific
Yeah.
points that we talked about. I think that Mike Guy just had a better show. Maul did a better argument in those particular
I think,
sections
yeah.
there. So gotta
Give
give
me
it to
some
Mike Guy, my
examples.
dog, my
'Cause
dog, Mike Guy.
that man was out here spewing fake news in my Donald Trump voice.
Okay, look. Even though that
That boy said Mike Guy can. Lee did this against Sasuke, so Mike Guy can do. I'm like,
No. I said, who trained him? No. I said, who trained him? Let's be clear.
okay,
Yeah,
that don't
he-
make sense. Okay.
Who trained him?
Kakashi trained Naruto, and what that mean?
No. That's cap.
Yeah,
Well, we
but
look at.
it's different. It's
But
different.
nah, come on.
No, it's not the
Mike
same.
Guy-
Mini Mike Guy.
It's not the same.
He is a mini Mike Guy,
It's
but
not
at
the
the
same.
same time, like
Not the same. Don't compare.
You took a feat that was going against literally a one Tomei Sharingan, that's another thing I wanted to bring up is because he was like, oh, the level of Sharingan doesn't matter. I was like, it quite literally matters, because when Sasuke was going against Orochimaru and he awakened the second Tomei Sharingan in the Forest of Death, he was like, I can track his movements.
Yeah.
He made it apparent that it actually matters.
CJ,
But CJ
Oma's just living up to your team name. He in the dirt. I'm saying, I'm just.
Me personally, I think Oma will have that.
Damn.
Once again, Oma has more wins than Mike Guy.
I agree with you,
He does have
CJ.
more wins than Mike
You
Guy.
are right, like I said, but Maul just brought up the better case. That's just what it is.
But he brought
I
up
mean,
fake
okay.
news. I should
Last
just
time-
start
It's
bringing
not
up
fake
fake
news.
news.
I gotta
No,
rebuttal
it's
that
not
point.
fake news.
news. He just brought up more quality examples, and some of your points were a lot surface level points that you brought up.
I
What
want
did
to attack
he
your
bring
points,
up
but let us
between-
know in the comments here. What do y'all think about the arguments? Who do you think
I
had a
guess.
better argument overall?
Yeah.
Right?
That man was like, oh, he could use the gate. Didn't he use the gates against Kisame and he couldn't move afterwards? That's how
This
Kisame
not
got
about
away?
the game. Let's
Oh,
move
man.
on, bro.
Anyways.
Bro, come on, bro. Hey, man, you're two-time champs. Handle this L better, bro.
Exactly,
I'm
bro.
just saying,
Exactly.
Oma was
Come on.
probably the weakest person on my team,
Yes,
so it
yes.
doesn't really matter to me.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm just like,
No.
really?
Yes, bro. I
Alright.
understand, but I'm just saying, now you know.
All right, it's all right,
You
it's
gotta
all right.
attack the point.
Yes.
Even though with fake news, it doesn't matter.
Fake news,
Ain't
bro.
no fake news.
All right. We're moving on to the next round. Mon,
Part two.
CJ, good shit with the 2 rounds. Good stuff. Y'all did y'all stuff, man.
All right, so next round, who we got?
It's me and Ty.
And who you? Well, hold on. We get right. We got to do this proper. We got to get this proper.
Let's get ready to rumble. We can't hear you. Because this is where the sound goes. So when you're talking like this, it's not.
I'm in here. I hear you just fine.
can't hear me?
I hear you.
It just
sounds
wasn't
real
that loud. Yeah, but it's fine.
Let's get ready to rumble. I'm not trying to do the whole
Bro, I used to have that game too, bro.
I'm telling you.
All right. Do you
next
want,
fight,
before we start? Do you want me and
Yes,
Ty to
please
explain the
explain
points?
it. Please,
All right.
because y'all don't
Okay.
even know the points. Y'all
No,
both
no, no.
scored it 2 different ways.
It still was very.
So-
it's a good. Okay, I think I like Rico's way better. Than
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
So
I just
let me
didn't
see.
realize that's how he was
All
doing
right.
it.
So
I got the timer, Maul. I got the timer right here.
all right. I'll go first.
Rico just said he's going first.
Yes, sir.
He's going first.
Going first. We back
All right.
with it, y'all. I keep standing over there. Anyways, man, no need. Uppercut City is on the board, and our first fighter is Garou, the one guy that Ty was obsessed with. You already know, and there's a reason why he was obsessed with this guy, right?
You was a little upset.
Yeah. So Garou, from the beginning, his sense of justice was.
Oh, are you
complete-
starting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
His sense of justice was.
I want those extra seconds.
Yeah. Don't worry. I won't. From the beginning of time, Garou, his sense of justice was basically a little off, because as a young kid, the kids would make him be the monster, and so in that he would get jumped, and he felt it was unfair. So he looked at, if he sees people picking on what he believes is the weak, where it's an unfair advantage, where people are jumping somebody, he doesn't like that. That is a trigger for him because of his past. Then later on, as the story progresses in One Punch Man, he's already very natural, gifted fighter. He goes to the dojo. He masters their technique within 6 months before joining a tournament, bro. And while he was at that dojo, he outclassed everybody there by picking up everything fast. He learned the water rock smash style fist. And during that class, when he was in that class too, they were doing an exercise when they were breaking the tiles, and a lot of the students struggled with it, and even the best student was struggling. And then he himself, he did it with his bare hand and smashed the tile, except for one. But he showed how strong he was by just his raw human ability, for you to understand his strength. And if you are someone like me who watches Kung Fu in the old days, Bruce Lee and stuff, and martial arts, you understand smashing a tile with your hands is a pretty like advanced technique. And even in that dojo, he was already doing I think push-ups with 2 fingers or 3 fingers on the ground, 1-arm push-ups. He was just showing that. He was taught by Silver Fang. Silver Fang in the One Punch Man series, if you guys don't know, he is one of the top martial artists in that series. He might be number 1, honestly, in that series alone. Him and his brother, they're in that top 5. They're in that top 5, for sure. So he got taught by one of the best masters he could learn in that dojo. And while he was at that dojo,
All right,
he
that's
felt
2 minutes.
Yep, that's calm.
damn. Ooh,
All right, you got 5 minutes coming up. It's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, he went right into the
Yeah,
meat and
no,
potatoes.
I know.
Now we got Ty coming up here with
Yuji Itadori, the man that needs no introduction because he's the face of anime right now. Let's be honest. Season 3 is coming out. He's ready, back in action, jumping into the thick of things immediately. All right, because you want to talk about potential right now. Let's bring up Yuji and his feats. He started off the series with very little knowledge, right? And right now he is like a grade 1 sorcerer, darn near a special grade at this point, pretty much. And he's got all this fighting skill and ability that he picked up immediately being trained by Gojo and some of the people around him, and is able to go toe to toe with some martial arts fighters that spent their whole lives pretty much training and practicing to be the best, right? Like going back to the little school tournament that they had between the two like different classes, right? Yuji was stated, they said, hey, if Yuji was to fight all of you guys with no cursed energy, which is the setting of this, he would win. Everybody else. Like, I'm just saying, Garou doesn't have those kinds of feats that are shown in the show. People have comparable skill to go up against and to be able to dog them like the way Yuji was dogging them. And like, look at the way he adapts in fights too. When he's in fights with like Hanami, for example, and Toto comes in with his new ability, clap, clap, you're gonna be teleporting all over the place. Yuji did not skip a beat, immediately clocked it, learned how to use the ability, and immediately picked up on how to fight in that particular battle right there. And on top of that too, Yuji, a lot of people don't realize this, he's really good at picking up on weak points and capitalizing on them. When he's fighting Nanami, that triple kick, y'all remember? Boom, boom, boom. Liver, kidneys, head, immediately, bro. Nobody even taught him that. He just knew how to do that. Same thing too, his martial arts style is actually called Taito martial arts. Again, ancient fighting style. Who taught him that? I don't know. But he's doing Muay Thai kicks. He's doing some Wong Chen as well. I'm sure Gojo taught him some of that stuff too that we see when he's pulling him later in the fights. Yuji is an incredible fighter that gets slept on because he's always going up against people who are using their special abilities to supplement their fighting skill. If we were only ever talking about regular fighting skill, Yuji would dog every single fight that he is in. He is incredibly underestimated, and in this case, I think he's better than Garou. That's all.
All right.
he's in it out now.
You done?
We had like 3 seconds
Yeah.
left. Hold on.
So how much time my dog gonna leave on the clock when he boop? Only a little
So
4
now we
second
got
left.
a 5 minute, right?
All right, man. Let me continue, man. I love Ty's intro. It was nice. It was cute, but it's a pup versus a big dog. And let's get right to it, man. So, like I was saying in the dojo, Garou mastered the Water Stream Rock Smash Fist. It's a technique his dojo teacher Silver Fang taught him. After he pretty much mastered it, and he felt like he was just way stronger than everybody. And his master went on a trip. You don't know what he did? He beat everybody up in the gym. He said, These are pups. Let me warm up for this tournament. Then after that, he left the dojo. Before leaving the dojo, just to go to his IQ, there was a scroll that the teacher hid away. It was called like the exploding heart release fist. You know what he did? He read it and learned it just by reading it. His teacher didn't even have to teach him it. He just read it and he knew it already. And he does that in the series all the time when he meets the little boy and the little boy tells him, pretty much like shows him the book that shows him all the heroes' powers and their technique, and he literally reads it and goes and fight them immediately and washes them right after. So going back to the dojo a little bit because I skipped over a good point to make. He entered a tournament before the same tournament that we saw Saitama entered. He entered it prior with a wolf mask on and mops everybody in that tournament. So he's already got tournament experience. So in a hands debate like this is where he feasts. This is where he feasts. This is where he feasts. So you're talking about, Yuji, he does this. If you put him against this in his class, he would. You're talking about examples of what he would do, whereas Garou actually does it. He does it in his show. He fights. All the B, C level class people that he fights would not even be in rank. He beats on them. He beat on them. He beat on them easily. When he fought against Tank Top Master, the little guys that were fighting him, he beat them. He smacked all of them. They were trying to run away. Come here. Where you going? Bop. Mollywops him. He breaks the dude that was on the bicycle. He breaks his arm.
Movement Rider? Oh, sorry.
He breaks his arm. He breaks the other Tank Top dude's arm as well too, and he sleeped him. That who you're talking about? He sleeped him easily. The technique that I'm talking about, the rock, the gentle rock. Let me go back to it.
Stream smashing fist?
The stream smashing fist. It is a defensive martial arts technique, whereas you're more in the defensive. You're parrying a lot of your opponent's punches. So if Yuji was to go punch him, he would parry it. and he would counter and hit him with that, right? And then I just think Garou's just a little bit more experienced. He's been in more fights. He's defeated more people. He's been put in situation against the Tank Top Master where he was put into a corner and he was already getting jumped, already fought a couple of different little his little subordinates, and he used the gentle fist against an opponent. It's meant to use against opponents who's stronger than you, and he used it against him, and he only gave that dude one chance, and he adapted immediately to his fighting, to the point he used his own technique. One thing about Garou you guys got to know is you only have one chance against this man. Once he sees your fighting style, you're done. He adapts to it, and it's over. That's what I wonder what Yuji's going to do when he adapts to his style. What is Yuji going to do to counter that? Because we've seen in the show when Yuji goes head first, I think it was against the grade 1 finger dude when he ran into the school without no thought process, no plan, and he rushed immediately and he got put back into a corner and he had to rely on who? Sukuna to save him. Guess what? Your daddy ain't here to save you. He not in you. You're getting whooped. You're getting whooped.
Bro.
So
Crazy.
Megami's not here to help you and tell you different techniques or look at the back and help you while you go in there. Yuji, yes, he is a good in-close fighter. He want to throw hands with you, but when you do press him and we see he get pressed, he does not bounce back immediately. When he was in the bathroom with Chozo, and Chozo said, "Oh yeah, what's up, bro? I could fight too." He pressed him. Who he was looking for? His daddy to save him. That's what I'm saying. How much time I got left? Because I ain't done. How much time I got left? I just want to know.
You got 54 seconds.
54 seconds left. Okay, so I want you guys to know this. When I talk about Garou with his ability to adapt, he was fighting against a dude that had a projectile gold ball that he used like a slingshot. It's kind of like damn near like the same speed as a bullet, right? He shot it and it was trajectorying and it was an alley, so it was pinging off the wall, boom, 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 and Garou was keeping it and watching it. It got him and hit him in the calf. It pierced him, right? Garou was like, "Oh, got it." The next time he shot it, he dodged all of them. Like I tell you, you only get one chance with this dude, and when he picks up on the trajectory, the rhythm of how the bullet was going, where it's bouncing, he got it. The dude was like, "Oh, that you're lucky. Let me shoot it again." Got it. Bomb. Knocked him. Then another man jumped in with the sword to hit him. Garou dodged it, and then he did it again. He let it impel him in the hand. Garou let it impel in the hand.
That's time. Don't let me mute you, bro.
Go ahead.
That's it.
All right, let's go, because I'm getting annoyed.
Hold on. I have to get the
All
reset.
right, let me wait a second. Let me get this.
I'll come back to that.
All right, I'm getting annoyed now because there was a video that I showed TJ the other day. It was this one, looks like this high schooler, right? And he was getting jumped by a bunch of these like little like middle schoolers, elementary schoolers, right? And I'm like, yo, there's like 15 of them. And TJ brought up like, but yeah, they're like way younger than him, bro. And I'm just like, that's a good point. It can be impressive to go up against all these other people, but when you're just picking on kids, essentially, then it's not really a feat, low key. It's like if a kid's throwing a punch at me and I can predict and read that punch, it's not like I'm doing anything impressive. Garou is picking on people that are weaker than him and using that to show off his strength, and it comes off as if he's super powerful. That's not what's going on here. Because we see when Garou takes an L, when he goes up against Watchdog Man, right? What did Watchdog Man do? Who? Just parried his attacks right back. He didn't adapt to that. Because Watchdog Man fights in a way that he's not used to. So Garou cannot just pick up on anything. He needs to be able to figure it out and go through it. And there's no reason to assume that he'd be able to pick up on Yuji if Yuji able to adapt and react to what he's doing to himself, too, which Yuji does consistently throughout the series, where he figures out what his opponent's doing, he finds a way to counter it, and then he capitalizes on it. Like the old man who had reversed the impact of his ability, right? Even Megami was like, bro, how did you just immediately stop right at the end there in order to counter the reverse of your punch? You just figured it out and was able to do it immediately. We don't get to see as many examples, but he can do those kinds of things, and I think that is implementive of his overall battle IQ and his skill too. But now let's go back to a couple of things as well here. I want to go back to earlier when you were talking about Garou and Moomin Rider. Because Moomin Rider is that guy on the bicycle that has no powers and is a normal dude, but Rico wants to use that as a flex. Don't let him hoodwink you. A lot of these people that he's bringing up are scrubs that are not on his same level. Yuji is constantly going up against people that are stronger than him and put themselves in situations that are more advantageous to them. With Chozo, for example, right? People like to bring up the fact Yuji lost that fight. Yes, because Chozo was putting himself in blood armor and thinking pierced him through his liver with a sneak attack. But you want to still talk about how Yuji lost. If it was straight hands, Yuji was winning that fight. We see Yuji winning that fight. But then he got snuck. Same thing later on too. We see, or earlier actually, when he was fighting the cricket guy with the multiple arms, right? And Yuji was able to weave, overwhelm him with just pure fighting skill and technical ability, right? Later on, when we see him fighting against Mahito, for example, and you see that little corridor getting thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner, that's when the Manji kick comes in. And in a tiny little corridor, he's able to knee drop, dislocate his knees basically, flip around and kick Mahito in the head in a corridor that's about as thin as his waistline. That is insane flexibility and adaptability in a situation that Garou's never been in, let's be honest, right? Yuji is an extremely adaptive fighter who's able to overcome situations that he should not be able to overcome. So Garou now, again, is constantly fighting a downhill battle. He's just on a peak where he's already been surpassing these other individuals because he's physically stronger and physically faster than them. But in this match, again, remember, we're equalizing stats. If he's not physically stronger, physically faster, I don't see why you would have a particular advantage against Yuji. Like, it just doesn't exist. And if he doesn't have that advantage, he's not able to adapt as quickly. He's not able to react and counteract Yuji's overwhelming ability to just beat him down in that initial moment there. And then later on, going over to Yuji's durability now, we see Yuji consistently take these serious injuries and keep on fighting through and pushing through. Even when he was fighting Yuta in this recent episode that just came out, he got cut through his stomach and he's like, oh, my organs aren't spilling out, I'm good to go. And he just kept on running, right? Earlier in the fight with Chozo, I mentioned earlier, he got shot in the liver and he was still fighting after that. So I'm saying he got stabbed in the hand as well too. And he was still fighting after that. I'm saying consistently, Yuji is shown overcoming and overpowering the situations when he should be falling down, he should be beaten, but he's able to persevere and get through. Now, again, one more thing I want to touch on real quick. And find my point here that I had. I think that's most of it here.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it. Can I
You
count it?
done?
Yeah.
He's done.
Okay, we're going back to 2 minutes now.
I would like to
Hold
count.
on. God damn. Hold on. Let the referee say you can go.
Go ahead, because that wasn't it.
All right.
I would like to counter a lot of those points quickly by saying there's a lot of points that Ty brought up that I think is cap. Garou does not just fight weaklings. He actually goes out and hunt heroes. When he fought Ting Tak Master, he was ranked 17 in the world. He was the first S-class fighter he fought. So that's cap. When he was in the shed with the little boy, he had another top class, S-class, and a bunch of A and B classes outside waiting for him to jump him. They came strategically planned to take him down. He had somebody who had poison. He got shot with poison. He got shot with guns. He got hit with swords. Not sword. He got hit with swords. And so they strategically came up with a plan to beat him. And he asked the little boy, who are those heroes outside, and read the book and found all their ability and was able to counter all of their ability. And he was already shot with the poison and everything. And then when he told one of the heroes who power could shoot guns, he said, I have a little boy in the shed with me. Don't shoot. The dude was like, I don't believe you. And shot multiple rounds of gunshots at him, like at least 100 rounds at him. And he still came outside and took everybody on and beat them. And then after that, I think he fought his master. So he's always fighting rounds. He got jumped by Fang and Bangs, Silver Fang and Bang. He got jumped by them. Prior to that, when he fought those, he had broken ribs. He was already injured from his last fight. So he's always fighting people hurt, injured, and after he got washed, he has another level to hit. And then the whole point about, oh, yeah, him and Yuji are going to be at base level. I don't think it's going to be equal. I just told you, when he was at the dojo, they were all at equal footing as human. No powers, and he was already showing he was way better athlete, raw ability. So I think he is stronger and faster than Yuji. And I also think his adaptability is better than Yuji. Yuji goes into a lot of his fight recklessly. He has no plan. He gets pushed in the corner. And I just think with his close combat, it's going to help him. But once again, once Garou learns everything, he has no counter.
That's it. All right, Ty, you ready for
All
your
right, let's go
last
through.
stand? All right,
Yeah,
give me.
I said, all right. I didn't say anything.
All right, ready? Whenever you're ready.
I can't stand you.
I'm the
All right.
ref, nigga. Ref, give me 10 more seconds. Go ahead. I'm playing.
All right, let's get into it. So Rico just mentioned Tank Top Master, right? Let's talk about Garou's crush, the Water Stream Crushing Fist, right? Because Garou always defaults to that when he starts losing the fight. And what that attack does, what it does is it turns the power of the user against themselves. And so what he did specifically with Tank Top Master was kind of hit him with his own attacks. It's not like he overpowered Tank Top Master. Tank Top Master just don't know how to fight. And he talking top 17 like Tank Top Master do something. He is the weakest S class, objectively. Feet for feet in the series, he is trash. I'm just being honest. He's not a good hero. And he's strong, he's noble, but that's it. He doesn't know how to fight. He doesn't have any technique whatsoever. So obviously Garou's going to steamroll him. The whole ability is to counter his strength right back on him.
Sit down.
No, so what I'm saying is, he's talking about his technique. Garou always defaults back to this one ability that he uses overall. And he wanted to talk about how he was equal with the students. His whole point earlier was he was so much stronger because he was able to break all the bricks, right? From off rip, that beginning point. He was going up against people who he's physically stronger than, physically faster than. Yuji does not have that same disadvantage in this particular battle. I think he can easily overwhelm him. And also, you mentioned the fact that he was injured, right? How did he get injured? By losing a fight to Watch Dogman. Again, somebody who was able to not be countered by this one ability and was able to overwhelm him with just that alone. Because without that one crutch of using his own strength against him, which we've seen, like I mentioned earlier with the reversibility, how Yuji picked up on was able to alter that, right? That is literally a counter to that exact move.
No.
So I think Yuji specifically counters this ability from Garou. He's got better durability. His technique overall, I think, is better suited for going up against somebody like Garou than Garou is for going up against somebody like him. And he's a better IQ overall too. Because again, he's gone up against characters that have done crazier things than anything that Garou has gone up against. Because again, Garou is dealing with it, walking from on high to down low. Versus Yuji's going from down low back to up high. He has to actually think and use ingenuity to beat them. Garou's just playing around in the toy box, essentially.
All right, that's it.
What?
No comments, bro.
Cap.
It's not cap.
No. I gotta talk to you. I had comments with Maul.
Yeah. No, Maul. Hold on. Ty, no, he don't believe half of this.
I do actually.
Listen,
No.
listen.
That's trying to influence the judges.
Maul,
They
Maul.
talk. They didn't influence me. Let
Maul.
me say what I gotta say.
Hey, wait.
Maul,
How's my
what-
mic? How's my
what
mic?
we
Before
looking at?
we
I
begin.
got some points on here.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna come out and say, I ain't gonna lie. I see why you want to go Garou so bad. I ain't gonna lie. He got some feet. I ain't gonna lie. He do got some feet. I ain't gonna hold you. He got some feet. So Maul, what we got? So did you do the point system?
I did the point system. Well, before we begin, how's my audio? Do I need to? Because I don't think
Yeah,
it's
you
the right.
sound low now.
You sound mad low.
Yeah,
All
why
right,
you sound so low?
Hold on. All right, cool. I'm gonna go just give y'all my scorecard right now. I need to add it up real quick. Let me just add
Go
it
ahead,
up.
go ahead.
Yeah.
That's what CJ's doing.
That's what he's doing. I'm just saying, bro.
Hey, I don't need you to be saying nothing. Let's just sit
I
quietly
can't.
and wait for the judging.
No,
all right?
CJ didn't sit quietly. He said his mind.
Yeah, and I told him to sit
just-
quietly, too.
I'm just saying, you try to like water down a lot of the fights. He went against his two masters and he got jumped after he was just in a fight with multiple people.
I got my tally.
No, bro.
I got my tallied. I got my tallied
We're
up.
talking
You
about
still
the same
lost?
speed.
You still
So
lost?
Go ahead.
while I got tallied up, I'm gonna just throw out some points that I heard from both y'all arguments. Great arguments on both sides. Rico, you did a really good job. You did a really good job. I wasn't Ty. You already you know how to debate, so I don't gotta. You
Ain't
already
gotta
know
worry
you
about
did
you.
good. But no, Ty,
reputation
Rico did a
precedes me.
really good job, like attacking points and bringing down Yuji a little bit. You did try to do some good points, bringing down Garou, but it did feel like you wasn't believing when you did what you was. I'm not gonna hold you. It did feel like a little bit like you didn't believe what you were saying, especially when you were just like, "Oh, he's going from up high to down low, and
I was like-
Yuji's going from down low." I mean, it's kind of true in a sense. Like Yuji was always fighting people like stronger than him, but then I was like, "Who's to say Garou was stronger than them when he was?" Because like he was just going around beating people.
Yeah, he didn't know he was stronger than him.
He was. I'm telling
He
you.
was.
No,
stronger
he
than him,
was,
but-
but
After we-
himself, he don't know until.
But you see
that's what
how
happened
Rico
when-
gave the examples of times where even when he was going, like the guy who did the little bounce, the ricochet, he got hit. So it's just like you couldn't have been that much stronger. It's not like you're not so much stronger that you gap the person and you just instantly like, because that's like if I take a gun to Goku's so much stronger than me. I shoot the gun, he's just gonna be like, why did you even try to do that? Whereas Garou still got hit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Garou still wasn't that much stronger. Even if he was stronger, he definitely was stronger because he won the fight. He wasn't that much stronger to the point where he's just
Even in
like,
that fight, he got jumped.
oh yeah, I just off rip.
Yeah, Mustachio
Um,
came in with the damn sword.
He took
One
it.
thing I did say, that I did take into account, Garou do take a lot of hits.
So does Yuji. Well, I'm not influencing, but
see?
I'm not influencing him. I'm not influencing. I'm not doing the
No, I
numbers.
know,
and
I know, but
numbers.
he's trying to. He's
No,
trying to
it's not.
influence.
I was just saying because I was looking at the.
That don't make it
Ty,
okay.
you didn't make any good debates about Yuji's durability though.
Yeah, I did. I was talking about the whole. He got stabbed through the hand. He got shot through the liver. He was a. What was someone supposed to bring up?
Like I thought you was gonna bring up like more. I don't know. You just it didn't feel like I thought you was gonna be like more of like the fight against Mahito when like he actually got really beat down. You did get the part where like he got shot through the liver.
Yeah.
With Chozo, but that was the end of the fight. He didn't fight more. After Chozo popped him in the, he was just like,
I knew that was one thing I wanted to bring. I wanted to bring up the knee part with Mahito. I forgot to bring that. I meant to go back to my list.
There was a couple of like points I did give you. You did jump up a lot with the IQ when you brought up the whole Toto thing because boy, Toto was just like, do this right now, you die.
That was a good point. That was
a good point.
That was a good point.
That was a good point. That was a good point.
And a lot of your points when I was hearing you, I was like, oh, I know exactly. As you were saying, I'm like, I know exactly what to bring up. My brain was just like, good job.
Man. Next time I got to take better notes while Rico's arguing so I can
But
remember my points
both
better.
of you didn't go too far into the. Well, Rico went a little bit further into the fighting style because he brought up the actual technique.
I brought up the technique.
I brought
both.
Yeah, you brought up the water dance and then you brought the other
the one that he read.
right. And
I brought up Muay Thai.
yeah, you brought up those techniques, but you didn't really.
You didn't go
We're
into
going to like what they do because he was like, oh, with that fist. Well, technically, you explained it for him. You was just like,
I explained it, and then he explained it more.
Yeah, you went in more depth with it.
Thank you.
I understand what you was trying to say. Like, oh, he used his own attack against him. I was like, yeah, but that's fighting. That's like if you use someone else's momentum against them. That's a point against. That's a point for him. Basically, I was like, thank you. You should have brought that up.
I'm saying in that particular matchup, I think Yuji went like specifically counters that ability. That's what I was saying.
No, but you should have said that. You shouldn't have said, "Oh."
The way
I had to explain how it worked to show how he countered it, so I could compare it to the example with the little ball man.
Really, what you could have said was, "I feel like Yuji could counter that ability because that ability works similar to someone that Yuji already fought. You didn't have to go into depth of what his ability did."
No, but if I don't explain, you don't understand the nature of the point.
I would have, if I would like quite literally, if I would have said,
okay, fair enough. I guess that's just how my brain works with it.
I mean,
I'd be like, oh, you didn't
First of all,
explain
all
it,
he's
so
saying, the way
I
you
guess.
explain it, it leaned towards my way because to me, when you was explaining, I was just like, you're basically explaining Garou can use someone's momentum against them.
basically.
Someone who's stronger than him, he can use the momentum, and you're saying, oh, Yuji can counter that.
Yeah,
if
and
Yuji
also
hits
Yuji
him with a
countered-
strong punch, he's gonna use that momentum. against him.
Yuji counter that whole reverse thing with his curse technique with a divergent punch?
No,
That's what
that
it was.
That was a different thing because that was what Megami's plan was. But ultimately, like that last hit that knocked him out, when he was punching full force at the last second, he completely stopped the force, and that's what made it so powerful because he had inversed the power.
All right, let's get the points. Let's give you guys.
I gave him max.
Everybody want to hear the scoring. Go ahead, Maal.
All right.
What you got?
All right, so Ma, we going are we just gonna say who won and then we're gonna break it down, or should we go
Yeah.
Up to
step
you
by
guys.
step?
It's up to you. It's up to you. I mean, you it seemed like you already did yours. I was about to do mine. It seemed like you got
Oh,
to
go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead, Ma.
Okay.
All right, so cool.
What points? I was just saying what points stood out to me as they was debating,
Oh.
like how I felt,
I mean, I already.
but I didn't really go over the numbers or anything.
I mean, go ahead and do your thing. Then go over the numbers, then I do mine, so we can just knock.
Now
it.
we want to hear from you. We just hear from you.
Yeah, let me just
Go
hear
ahead,
what you heard, like what you found interesting, what you thought made good points.
What make good points to
we
me?
still-
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean,
so,
to me, I think for first of all, I think both of you guys make some amazing points. Y'all really did. Y'all
Thank you,
really
thank
did. I would just say for
came a long way from the first one.
yeah.
The first one.
I would just say this though for me, I would say I give the edge a little bit more to Rico. For someone, I watched JJK. I watched One Punch Man. I think I only watched season 1. I think I probably dabble a little bit of season 2, but I can't really say I really watch all of season 2. I wouldn't feel like I did because season 2, that's when you see Garou the most, right? In season 2, yeah. So never mind that. I seen all of season 2. Because when you say the dog watch, that happened in season 2 for sure. So yeah. And the stuff that Rico was able to explain and just brought up more, I was just like, man, I like man Rico. I feel like Rico just pulled more stuff that happened from the show. While for me, I feel like you particularly only focused on like the Mahito fight and the fight he had with Toto. That was it, really.
And Chozo.
In Chozo,
yeah,
in
he brought up
the Chozo fight. Yeah, those 3 fights.
I guess he's just saying what he retained from your argument.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, but pretty much still that stand out to me the most though. Stand out to me the most.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm going more 60-40 for me because due to the fact that the fighting style and technique was really what really killed it for me. What gave the most boost points for Garou. The man what barely know the Gojo came in there, mastered it. The dojo. Joined the tournament with the mask, didn't know anything, watched everybody. The whole I guess the whole bullet thing, even though it was like looking at adaptability. You said me stop tapping?
No.
And I see why Rico used adaptability about how I guess the reaction with the bullet. I was looking at that more so a technique in fighting where it's like I look at it as a form of copy, like his own version of copying it, like for him to able to say, oh, I understand your power now, or I understand your technique, I understand the way you fight. I feel like that's a whole like technique that you like. This man done low key done build his own Sharingan low key based on the way y'all like describing it. For him to redirect,
he has a good eye. It's like one of his strong suits.
Yeah, so just like, so that led to me some more. So that and so yeah, and Rico definitely gave like some good examples on that as well too. So yeah, for sure. Ty, you gave good examples. I'm not gonna hold you, Ty. Ty, you gave great canon examples. I'm talking about it was like slight edge. And I don't need you to give it to Rico. Just like, man, Rico, man, anything you had to sit there and say, Rico brought up a new one. Rico brought up, and I said, damn boy. So that was it for me. So yeah.
Alright, we still gotta wait on CJ's vote too.
All right, so yeah, he went the Ty vote way. I did more of a Rico vote way, so I got like way more numbers. So I'm gonna break it down by category. Fighting style, like I said, from both of you, I felt like y'all could have gave a little bit more about how the fighting style actually worked, like kicks, punches.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and go in depth with that. Rico, Ty did give some with the whole dislocating the knee, and when he went against
Mahito.
No, when he went against Hanami.
Oh, with the
3
vital.
kick.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
yeah, he did. I was
with
boom,
that
boom,
one,
boom,
I gave Garou. I gave Garou 12 for fighting style. I gave Yuji 12 for fighting style. I ain't gonna hold you. I gave it both. And then technique, Yuji I gave 17. Garou I gave 17, Yuji I gave 16 because with the technique, I felt like Rico touched more on the fact that all the techniques that he just mastered off a rip. Like, don't get me wrong, Yuji came in, mastered Black Flash very quickly, like Ty said when he came in with Toto, and just even the hang with Toto with the clapping, great. But when it came to the actual different techniques, Rico was like, yeah, he's going around copying techniques of all these different heroes. So I gave him a slight edge in that one. Canon events, I feel like Rico gave more canon events than Ty did. It was 16-10. Rico was just pulling time after time after time.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, he just watched that yesterday. Like he
exactly
just watched it yesterday. I ain't gonna hold you. He did. He brought up time after time after time. At first I was actually going to say you got the edge in canon events because I thought Rico was not going to bring up the scene when he got jumped protecting the boy.
Oh, I was saving that. I
thought he forgot about that. When he brought it up at the end, I was like, okay, he
disrespected me, talking about something. He fighting against low levels. He's always got the advantage.
I thought he forgot about that. I ain't gonna hold you.
They are low levels. All right. I ain't lying, bro.
They were A rank.
He just beat an S rank.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, but like it was like 6 A ranks.
Yeah, bro. No, it was like 5 A ranks.
They came up.
Oh, one less.
Bro,
Oh my god.
They came up with a strategy
they were
on how to
trash A
take
ranks.
this man down, and they were effective until he got triggered at the end. They were actually taking him down.
So that was technique I gave. Wait, no, what did I say? Canon events I gave to Rico. Fighting IQ, I actually gave to Yuji. I'm not gonna hold you. 14-15 though.
I'm not gonna lie, he did.
Very slight edge.
I won't even fight that.
And that really comes back down to when, like I said, Toto literally said, "Learn this or die."
Yeah.
Basically, I'm gonna kill you right now if you don't learn this.
Yeah.
Yuji literally came in and like my Megami said, without curse energy, I'm pretty sure, and that's with Maki there. That's with Maki there. Maki was there.
I could have
So-
pulled more on that one, but I feel like I left a little bit out. But it's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. It's
I
fine.
feel you. Okay. But no, Yuji did his thing when he first came to Jujutsu Kaisen. And like, that man been there like what 6 months, and he's already like one of the strongest
Yeah,
people.
grade
Yeah.
one source.
Grade 1 sorcerer. So yeah, I gave that one to Yuji. Stamina and durability. I gave this overwhelmingly to Garou because, like I said, Rico just kept saying it. Garou was getting jumped, and then he got jumped again, and then he got jumped again. That man stayed jumping,
Yeah.
and then
He never get fair ones. Even when he went out, I ain't bring it up. Even when he went out to go kill the people for the villains, they jumped his ass.
yeah, but like
he
they
stayed
stayed getting jumped.
He stayed getting
He was
jumped.
just like, Garou's kids stay getting jumped. He just getting jumped left, right, and center. I gave him. Wait, which one is this? The stamina.
Stamina,
Yeah,
yeah.
I gave him Max because I was just like, bro, come on now. He just stay getting jumped. He always getting jumped, even though Ty makes the argument like, oh yeah, they're weaker. But I'm like, yeah, that one fight. I know exactly what meme he's talking about with the guy who was fighting all the teenagers. He was like, you.
That was cute.
That was true. But I'm just like, honestly, those are kids. These are grown heroes who do this for a living. So
Yep.
it's like a different tier. And yeah, S tiers are. I don't know how much stronger S tiers are than A.
I think it's 5-1, but don't
5-1.
I don't
something
know
like
for a
that.
fact. I think it's something like that.
Something like that. But when it came to your turn to say like durability with Yuji and stamina, you didn't really give me anything. Besides, he got stabbed in the latest episode. He got cut, and he was like, "Oh, I'm fine." And you didn't really give me too much. I thought you was gonna bring up the fact like, let's see, when have Yuji really got hurt? Well, I guess he doesn't really get hurt until real later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't got
when he does get mad and hurt,
Yeah, he does get mad.
Sukuna nullifies it sometimes.
Yeah.
And
So I
then
can see
they
where you
switch.
was coming from with that, but it's
Yeah.
just the fact that in that category you didn't really give me.
That's
too
why I
much
was like,
to look on.
Sukuna ain't here to save you. Your daddy
So,
ain't here.
I'm sorry.
Switch.
Yeah, that daddy isn't here to
Daddy
save
here
you.
to
It's
save
crazy.
you. That's crazy, bro.
And then debate quality, I gave it 8-9. Favorite Rico, just because it felt like he was just on the attack with just a little bit more. He made me laugh a little bit, so I gave him 1 point for that. He made me laugh. Yeah, daddy ain't here to save you. I ain't gonna hold you. I gave him 1 point for that.
That's why I
I'm not
felt like
gonna
his
hold you.
joke with his meme. He was trying to hit that punchline. I was like, it worked. It worked.
Sometimes you gotta make me laugh. Man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end, we got the total, and it's it was 82-63. I'm not gonna hold you. 82-63. I'm sorry, Yuji. You're still one of my favorite characters in JJK.
Come on, don't be so.
Don't be.
bad.
Hey,
Don't be
come
so
on, we in Florida. You know you don't do that. That's
No,
disrespectful.
I was just
Hey, it
That's
happens,
disrespectful. That's
all
it.
I'm saying. All I'm saying is, I hope this let you guys know, Goro can bleed. He can die. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
I like
saying.
that. I like
All
that.
right.
I like that. I like that. I like
Okay.
that. Girl can bleed and he can die.
Yeah, and he wakes right back off the mat like Undertaker.
I got somebody for you later, bro.
So that's our first round of our hands competition. Maul and Rico came up and defeated the goats. It's crazy. What?
Let's go.
See here, Ty
What an
losing in a
upset, bro.
debate.
It's crazy.
Crazy. I never thought I'd see the day. Y'all came up real good.
We had to prepare, man.
The
Yeah, I had to
Padawans-
train in North, bro.
We had to prepare.
Maul-
We had to
Yes,
Padawans.
sir.
The
Here, Maul.
I just be
Padawans
reserving.
came up, bro.
Feet in the back. You know what
I
I'm
see
saying?
you, bro. What are you doing?
I was shaking Maul's hand. He over here.
Right.
Shake my hand. Shake my hand. Y'all shake my hand.
Momo, you're not
Would
shaking
you
my
shake-
hand, bro.
A poor sinner's hand. I love Dr. Facilier. He's the coolest Disney villain. Anyway, yeah, it was real fun. Bro, y'all, but debates is crazy nowadays. I still think Ohma could have came up. There's some points I left out. I'll have to do better on my next one. Maul, great job. Mike Guy is a problem. Garou's
yeah.
going to be a problem. I was hoping Yuji made it a little further because I love Yuji. He my favorite character is younger brother Chozo gang. I didn't want to put Chozo in here. We saw how he got pieced up. Noya could have been in here.
Bro, he
and all
got
that.
Nah, he don't got his
memed up.
ability. No.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he don't got his ability.
Chose was getting memed on Twitter. So
I
crazy
know
right
it's
now, bro.
bad, bro. I am
They're
not
using
here
different
for
animes,
I
bro.
know.
You
I
seen the
saw
Gohan
the
one?
one I sent
The-
you.
the-
Some of the thing I sent you.
I seen the one with
it's
Boo.
all over, bro. And bro, it's always my character.
Bro, it even reached to football.
Nah,
Bro,
they
I
reached
saw
the
that
people,
with
yeah.
the
Texans.
Texans versus
Texans
Steelers.
Yeah,
washed
bro.
The Steelers, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Steelers, what are y'all doing, bro? But it was fun. Next round, I believe. What's the next round?
What are the next matchups that we got for you
Next
guys?
round
Let's
is
see.
going to be a
Rico's gonna
little
pull it up
more.
for
I
you.
got to come way harder. Whoa, pause. I gotta come with the A game way harder next time. And yeah, next round is looking like it's going to be.
I'm looking it up right now.
Let's see who gets there first.
Yeah. So next round will be Baki versus Gearless Joe.
Me versus
Ty versus
Ty
CJ.
versus me.
A classic. Then it'll be Akaza versus Kenshi, Rico, and Maal.
All right.
That
Well,
will be the
Have you
next
seen
round.
Megalobox, CJ?
I have not. I do research.
Go ahead and watch
I've been
it.
doing my
Joe, you
research.
better not let me down.
No, he won't. If you know
Oh,
how
he
to,
about to. He going up against Baki, bro. This Baki. Y'all already know.
We gonna see.
I'm
But,
94 chapters in, bro. I'm locking in. All right.
locked in,
I see.
CJ.
Hold on. Before we go, I see we gave Garou his ability to copy movements.
That's different. That's different.
How is that different?
It's not in it's not a power.
How is that about?
No, because Adam is bred for that. Like that's his special ability. With Garou just adapts to things that happen.
Is
That's
that not
different.
his
No.
his special ability?
No,
That's like Floyd. That's like Floyd
like-
Mayweather.
It's
Floyd
almost
Mayweather
like
knows
how-
how to adapt
Would
to your
you say
fighting.
Saitama's power is just being super strong?
this goes deeper than that.
Yeah.
But that's his
he broke
power,
his
right?
limit.
No, his power, like, cause he can do other, like he can just be in space and not have to breathe. For example,
Yeah, it's not a power.
work?
bro.
like he just doesn't need to. Like
adapt.
he is the greatest superhero. That's it. That's his power.
Where
I guess I don't need
girl's
Adam needed.
ability is more of like just somebody who could read, who could like if you hit a baseball, they just can see it faster and react to the ball better than you. Or like in football, somebody who could just catch the ball, they just could see it better, bro. They
No, I
just
can
slow
see
it
what
down
you're
better.
saying.
He just slows the fights in his mind
It's all
down.
good. It's all good. I won't use Adam's special ability to copy movements. We are giving him all the abilities he has.
Yeah, anything that he learned before he, perished.
Whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
But in my debate, I was more debating how he adapted to their fighting style.
Right.
didn't say-
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand.
like-
I'm just saying.
But
But yo,
yeah, we hope you
what's a
guys
king
love
to a
this.
god?
Subscribe, share with a friend.
Check out the merch
Comment on the
too,
Spotify, comment on the YouTube, comment on the socials. Let us know how
Yes,
you guys
please do,
felt
please
about
do,
this
please do.
episode. If you loved it, if we stepped up the skills in the judging, if you love it, let us know. We always love the feedback so we can make these debates way better. This was a fun one. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.